You should never argue with sovereign citizens. So I'm not arguing with him. But I figure I'd address it for interested parties who may want to know exactly how this guy is full of it, who may think that I'm just dodging him. He says statutes and codes is a foreign rogue law. Article 1 of the United States Constitution says all legislative powers herein shall be vested in a Congress of the United States. Legislative powers. I wonder what that could possibly mean. And then all bills for raising revenue shall originate, etc. Every bill which shall have passed the House and the Senate shall, before it become a law, be presented to... Oh, wait, before it become a law. So they're making laws here. Their statutes are laws. That's really weird. That's really weird. So apparently it's not foreign rogue law. It's recognized in the Constitution. Only courts recognized is common law, aka courts of record. No. Nope. This is Article 3. The judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity. Huh! I guess you're wrong there. Seventh Bill of Rights, common law trumps all the rogue nisi prius courts. A nisi prius court in the U.S. is a court where civil actions are tried by a single judge sitting with a jury is distinguished from an appellate court. And then he links to the Seventh Amendment. Seventh Amendment, this is his link. Suits at common law. In suits at common law, not limited, not saying there are only, here you go, Billy. It's not saying there are only suits at common law. Where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise reexamined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of common law. Now, what do they mean by cases at common law? Look, they go into it quite a bit of details, but basically how they're using it in this particular amendment is that it's distinguishing between courts of law and equity. So if you're doing a case at law, the U.S. has merged courts of law and equity into one system. There was a time back in the days of yore where there were courts of law and courts of equity, and so like restitution, like if you want to sue somebody because they profited off of you unjustly, like they said, you know, I'll sell you this excellent milk cow for $20, and you're like, absolutely, and you give them the $20 and they give you the cow, and the cow doesn't produce milk. Well, you can't really sue them under contract because they sold you exactly what they said they were going to sell you. They were going to sell you that cow, and they sold you that cow. But you could sue them at equity because they sold you a cow for the purposes of milk production, and they didn't deliver a cow that can produce milk. So you can sue them under equity for unjust enrichment or restitution or whatever. So yeah, that's what this is. That's where this is going. So you're wrong. Immediately counterclaim for proof of jurisdiction. This is stupid. You file a motion to dismiss based on lack of jurisdiction. If you counterclaim, essentially you are saying, a counterclaim is like where basically as the defendant, you're saying, well, actually you owe me this. And you become like a cross plaintiff, sort of. Like it's like you're countersuing them. That's what a counterclaim is, essentially. So like if I'm a painter and I painted your house and you don't pay me, I sue you for the cost of my services. You know, you agreed to pay me $500 to paint your house. And then you be like, well, I'm going to counterclaim that, you know, you did a terrible job and I had to get another painter out here to actually fix it. So you didn't give me what you promised me, and I am counterclaiming. But when you do that, you're basically accepting the jurisdiction of the court. So you don't want a counterclaim if you think the court lacks jurisdiction. You want to do a motion to dismiss. These Nisi courts have zero jurisdiction, except they do have jurisdiction if it's a federal court. Then Article 3 sets it up. They have jurisdiction over controversies between two or more states, between a state and a citizen of another state, between citizens of different states, etc. So you're wrong there. Checkmate, he says. Ha, he showed me. Hear from a law professor. Explain the difference between E.C. Prius courts versus common law /court of record. Here, and he links to this. Turdball, who in a tight shot is always in front of this whiteboard, leaning on looks like a 3-drawer file cabinet, trying his best to look like a professor. However, he's wearing a thermal undershirt. So, I mean, you tell me. Let's look at the About page. Law is an acronym for Learn, Apply, Win, and it's rochesterlaw.org. This is rochester.edu. They do have a law school, but it's at rochester.edu, not rochesterlaw.org. Do you notice the difference? We teach how to learn and understand law and apply it and win. Learn, apply, win. We are not lawyers or attorneys. You fail hard. You suck at this game. According to you, so I tell him he's wrong. According to you, the Seventh Amendment, as well as law professor and Black's Law Dictionary, are all incorrect. No, I'm saying you're misunderstanding the Seventh Amendment. I'm saying that this guy is not a law professor, and Black's Law Dictionary is a dictionary. It's a dictionary. Jesus Christ. Everybody's like, oh, it's Black's Law. It's a dictionary. Black's Law Dictionary. Black's Law Dictionary. Wow, can't wait for you to prove everything is wrong. I'm just saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that the Seventh Amendment is wrong. I'll add in Article 6 just for kicks and giggles, and then he adds in Article 6. Whoop-de-woo. All debts contracted and whatever. Yeah. The Constitution, yeah. And senators and representatives, yeah. There's nothing in here that says anything about what he's talking about. And then he's looking forward to hearing me out. Please don't say wrong. So obviously I'm a troll, so I'm going to just tell him he's wrong. But anyway, there you go. He is retarded. Sovereign citizens are retarded. I never recommend arguing with them because they are retarded, and he's not looking for an actual honest discourse. He is just plain wrong. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.